Hey guys, so it's time for another HyperBlock update video. It's been long enough, I think, so I think it's only fair to update you guys with what's going on. Um, Mind you, it's gonna be pretty glitchy. You're gonna notice a lot of little, first of all, how the character jumps like that. That's something I'm working on right now. It's just a bit of a glitch that I'm going through, and you'll see why in a moment why that's happening. Um, but also other things like this, like the chunks not aligning properly. That's going to be yeah, that's going to be everywhere in this video. So just excuse that. It doesn't look the best right now. Um, I think in a week or so I should figure those out. But I just really wanted to update you guys either way, even if it's not in its best state. It's glitchy. I'm going to be honest, it's glitchy. But that's okay. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know how to go about solving this. It's just going to take a bit of time to figure out the bits and pieces here and there. But I still want to update you guys because it's been a long time. There's been a lot of changes to the game. A couple of there's one major change. It's that yeah, this game is now in H3, which is 3D hyperbolic space. So yeah, it's confusing. It's a strange space to work with, but it's so much fun. I spent the last hour building this kind of dungeon structure, and it's yeah, totally different experience. It's it was kind of like a puzzle the entire time trying to build this structure so that I could actually navigate around it. And it looks weird, but it's also my first structure in this space, so it's not architecturally. I'm not gonna call it an architectural work of art. Let's just put it that way. But either way, it's fun. I'm having a lot of fun working with this space. Um, and yeah, that's the main reason why I'm making this video actually. Despite it having its glitches and stuff, like this kind of misalignment and stuff, yeah, it's kind of bugging me, and I want to get to the bottom of that. And that also explains the players jumping. So, if you watch the last update video, you'll notice that I mentioned I don't want to include H3 hyperbolic space in this game. And the reason why I didn't want to do that is because gravity works really strangely in this kind of space. So let's just walk around. So you'll notice that, just first of all, make note of the orientation of this structure over here. You'll notice as we walk around, let me just see, it's such a maze. It's so hard to I'm still having a tough time grasping exactly what I built here. But you'll notice as I walk around this structure, where am I? Oh my god. I think this is it. Yeah, here we go. So you'll notice I came back to this area, but now everything is flipped the other direction, which is, yeah, a consequence of H3 hyperbolic space. And if you don't know what hyperbolic space is, I guess the best way to put it is it's a completely different type of space than that we're used to. And yeah, the geometry, the properties, everything works pretty differently, very counterintuitively. I'm not going to get into the details because the best way I think to experience it is just to see it. Basically, directions are they work completely differently. There's no consistent sense of up, down, left, or right. So it's a really, it's all those videos you see on YouTube saying non-Euclidean Minecraft. This is basically that. It's non-Euclidean Minecraft, but it's a truer version of that. In those videos, a lot of people use they use tricks to pretend that they're in this kind of space, but it's not genuine non-Euclidean Minecraft. No offense. I mean, it's still really cool, the tricks that they do. I don't mean to say it's worthless. There's still cool gameplay elements. But oh, this is such a puzzle. I was building this for an hour this morning, this whole structure, and it was a wild experience because I basically started nonchalantly building some cave structure, and then I noticed when I came back to the original room that I started in, I noticed it was a completely different orientation, and I thought, huh, this will be interesting. I'm going to try to build this structure so that I could actually get around the entire thing and, you know, find my way through it. And I think I did it for the most part. I think, yeah, look, I'm back to the original. It's now returned to its original state. But it's still such a like puzzle to work with to try to. Ooh, I'm gonna fall now. There we go. Yeah, so that was the first room I made. This is the second room, and I think it was this orientation too. Or was it? No, it wasn't, because then I moved on to build down here. I built like a little cave area here. It's really confusing. I'm still like, yeah, grasping exactly what I built. But it's really fun. Like it's such a maze right now. Let me see. But yeah, like I've made a lot of changes to the game. Like this is the biggest change, and obviously it's still glitchy. Like I want to show you guys like overall how it works, but like the two major things that I want to change or fix, I guess, is yeah, this the chunks, they're not snapping exactly as they should be. And then you'll notice like obviously like there's a lot of like slants here. A lot of these chunks ahead of me are slanted, and I'm adjusting the gravity so that once you actually reach that chunk, see how it like realigns, but it's not perfect. Like when it's still slightly sloped, like this chunk isn't perfectly aligned right now, the player like jumps around to try to like that's like the jumping is actually just like a temporary fix I made so that he can walk on slightly sloped surfaces. But there's definitely a way better way to it's basically just a player walking up a slope. I think I can figure that out. So that's just something I'm gonna have to spend like a good couple days piecing together, maybe not even. The chunk alignment, I'm still kind of wondering how I'm gonna go about that. I think I just need to adjust how. I think there's a better way to snap chunks together. Right now what I'm doing, I don't need to get into the details, but I think there's a better way to actually just like align the chunks. So I'm basically going to try that second way and see if that's any better. Like it's not perfect right now, but I still wanted to make this video. It's a quick one. I just wanted to show you guys like me actually walking through this space and where the mechanics are going, at least. Oop, there we go. Now I have no clue where I am again. Oh yeah. See, this is the thing. Okay, so I included in the last video, I made colored lighting, and in this video, I hope you could really appreciate how important that is in hyperbolic space, because if all of these were white lights, I would be so completely lost right now. Like, it's a... Oh, wait, this is a circle. Uh-oh. I gotta find my way up there. I gotta build... See, like, I didn't make this a foolproof structure. Let's see, maybe I'll make, like, a corridor that goes down that way. That probably goes back up. Yeah, but, what I was saying was... it's so much easier to appreciate how important the colorful lights are in this game, because they offer perfect visual cues as to where you are. If all of these were white lights, it would just be, I would be lost. I would be completely lost and have no clue where I am, which corridor is which. I mean, obviously I could use see how I put a wooden staircase here. Like that's like, okay, that's a good visual cue, but like the colorful lighting offers an extra layer of that, you know, so that you don't have to change materials all the time to make a corridor look different. So yeah, so that's the big update. For anyone wondering, H2 is still in the game. It's working perfectly fine. It's actually like, yeah, it's back to the original state that was in. I had to spend some time fixing that up again, but yeah, that's working good now. It's just H3 that I have to kind of tweak a bit so that it's working optimally. But I'm pretty happy with it. Like, a lot of people were asking like how I deal with gravity, and I think this is a great solution. I think this is the solution, because yeah, again, I'm not going to go into the details. I have a Discord server that, you know, people ask me questions and we discuss. There's a lot of people on that Discord server that know this space really well that are helping me out with this as well. So if you have any like curiosities about like the details about how this is working, like go ahead and check that out. yeah, it's a great little community of people. But oh, that was interesting. But yeah, this is it. I think this is like a really cool space, and I'm so glad I included this. It was actually the people on that Discord server that convinced me. Um, I was like, actually before dead set on just making this as like a H2 space only, but yeah, they convinced me, and I'm really happy that they did. Cause yeah, I spent an hour building this morning, and I'm not gonna lie, it was like my first Minecraft experience. Not in It wasn't the same feeling of like, my first time playing Minecraft. It was like, yeah, I was just in awe. I was like, wow, this is such a cool concept, just being able to like build any structure you want. It wasn't the same feeling as that. It was a completely different one, but it was like as vivid as that first memory, because yeah, I started building and I was like, I've never done anything like this. This is such a, like, it was such a puzzle to build this structure. And yeah, I can't wait for you guys to experience it. I'm really excited for you. Look now, see, it's a totally different orientation. Um, I could see people getting annoyed by the orientation flipping, and I guarantee you there's ways to build these structures so that you're not running into that mistake. Like, you could stay along certain like planes, I guess you could call it, so that gravity doesn't switch around. I purposefully made this structure like as confusing as possible. Like, look at this. It's a mess, and I love it. It's just so fun building and like navigating around it. But yeah, so I should go through other updates, because it wasn't just changing it into H3. There was a few things before that, actually. Um, One other cool update I made was tinted glass. So this is what I'm happy about. Because, yeah, okay, you don't actually see it with this one as much, because let's do it with red. That's more vibrant. So yeah, pretty happy with this. Basically, as you could see, I have tinted glass now, so it's only letting the red light through. And you could even see the side that was red kind of glows a bit more brightly. So again, back to my original point, visual cues are really important in a game like this where you could easily get lost. There we go, now it's blue with a bit of red upstairs. Yeah, it's cool, I like it. Water is also a element that I included, water and lava, that actually like works properly. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I have no clue how this is gonna work right now. Water and lava work perfectly fine in H2. I've never actually tried in H3. I've been working on like actually getting the space to work. So let's see. Oh, okay. There we go. Because it thinks the down direction of this chunk is this wall right now. It's not actually aligned with my sense of gravity. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that, to be honest, because gravity is constantly switching, so I don't want fluids in the game to constantly be moving around. That might cause like serious lagging issues. And see, I haven't even made it so that it transfers into other chunks yet. It does in H2. It works perfectly fine there, but with H3, yeah, it's a bit glitchy. So let's just, yeah, pretend that didn't happen. But yeah, those are the major updates for the game. There's colored lighting now, tinted glass, water and lava that work in one space at least, and H3. And once I get this, like, yeah, once I get the player to like actually walk over slopes really nicely, like this whole jumping around, like how he's like jumping up and down thing, that's like a very like temporary quick fix solution to it, because I just really wanted to play around in this space. And the snapping of the chunks, I feel like I have a solution for that. Just a different way to actually get the chunks to align their coordinates. But I think I'm going to make videos more often, at least every couple weeks, Not every week, but every couple weeks. So maybe once I actually fix this up, I'll show you guys a video of that. I think the main motivation for me to do one now is just that it's been so long, and yeah, I think it's time for an update, even if it's not the perfect update, even if it's not like working beautifully yet. Yeah, I think it's only fair. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you want, check out the Discord server. We get into a lot of details about its development there, and like you know, if anyone has questions concerning like where the game is going and how it's gonna function. Okay, now I've literally trapped myself. So let me just, this is gonna be a bit weird. But yeah, if anyone has any like questions, feel free to ask. That's why it's there. I was also thinking of setting up a Twitch account. I'll post that below somewhere too, because I was thinking it'd be fun to like actually stream gameplay of this. Yeah, I think that would be fun. Just like watch me build some dungeons. It has to be like I want it to be working a little bit better. Like once the like player movement is a little bit smoother, like that, you know, like not like that. I mean, I should say. And once the chunks are actually like snapping properly, yeah, I think that's probably a good time. But yeah, I'll have a Twitch stream so you guys could watch me build some things, and then shortly after, like in a couple months, I think you guys will be able to play this. It'll be a demo version of the game, like basically this version, like what you see right now. It's gonna have all of this. After I release the demo version, I'm gonna start adding more content to it, like actually making structures like this for you guys to play around with, like dungeons, perhaps towns. I even want to like include NPCs. Like I want it to be like, yeah, I want it to have like some good content in there for you guys to like actually appreciate this space. So not so much like just a creative mode, right? So that's going to be the full game. That's further like maybe like a year down the line. I that's harder to say. But in terms of what you see right now, like a smoother version of it at least. Yeah, within a couple months, I think that should be ready to go as a demo for you guys to try out. And yeah, I'm really excited for that. I can't wait to see like just structures that people build online. All sorts of like mazes and strange structures. So let's see. But until then, thanks for watching. Stay posted for the next video. That should come in like a week. I want to post a video once it's fixed up a bit more so you could see like, yeah, more of a final version of H3. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this nonetheless. And yeah, thanks for watching.